you'd like to swap out my old one. Okay,
I've sent you a token as well.
Okay. I was just looking at where do I put that one? Here, let me. There he is. Yeah, let's check the market. Rob.
Yeah?
You have a new character in game, you said?
I just updated to the 2024. My character. New.
Oh, I see.
Just hadn't done that yet. I just did it. It's at the bottom of the character list there. You got a new icon.
All right. Do we know? Do we come up with a story reason why your stuff's different?
No, I could think of one though. I'll think of one. Okay. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, we can try.
I don't believe his stuff is that different. Like he hasn't
Not that different.
totally
He is the
changed.
spy in.
Well, it's just
Like,
an
so I was kinda
opportunity
thinking-
for like more story stuff, like Nils' transformation, basically.
Maybe he spent
Yeah.
too much time with the droll lady.
That's what I was thinking actually. Like I've seen, he's been checking her out, and also like he's been doing so much rogue stuff for the group, just usually. So he's been kind of just feeling that way, like a little sneakier guy. And then he just asks that girl like to help him out, help him learn how to be a little sneakier. Area, or whatever her name is.
Iara.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know.
Area.
I sneezed. Sorry. What did you say?
Yeah.
ARO, yes, of course.
All right. Let me. Little ins. Let me message Patchwork. Let's see if she responds to me.
Is she in the same time zone as you? Is it too early for her? Maybe she's sleeping or something.
She's in Germany.
Ah, she was. She was from Europe, indeed. So then, yeah, it must be. Maybe forgot.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll give her a minute to respond.
Have you gotten any start playing, guys?
I have one.
Good.
Yeah, hopefully, if I can get some more reviews on there, my stuff will be more easily spotted. Because I know it's kind of buried right now.
I'll say just make sure that you have everything correctly in terms of when the games are and at what time, because when I was searching, I was I was just filtering by like time when I'm available and searching for games that are within this time frame and then deciding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the start playing like adjusts those because you enter the times of the game, like
Yeah, for me.
when you
And then it
post
just
it.
takes into account any
So I
any
think I think start playing adjusted for time zone. I hope they would. That would be kind of silly if they
yeah,
didn't.
they do that. They do that.
I know on Discord I have a thing that does that where it'll display a time that's basically in the time zone. Like so if I type 5:30, it'll display like whatever it would be in your time zone.
Mm.
All
Oh,
right.
Patchwork is in Roll20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Just changing her portrait.
Oh.
Welcome.
Hello.
Moment. I'm struggling with Discord again.
Seems to be fine now. We can hear you well.
Question is,
Are you
can
with
she
us?
hear
Can
us?
can you hear us?
Possibly not.
Hey, should work now.
Hello?
Yes. Welcome.
Hi.
Alright. Sounds like you can hear us.
Yes.
Alright. Well, welcome back. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Just check something.
Sorry about last week. I had 2 exams, and then it was my mother's birthday, and I completely forgot about Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, you posted you weren't going to be here last week, right?
After you texted me asking
Oh.
if I was going to join, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's fine. We still had plenty of people. It would have been worse if there was like not enough players, but we were okay. But yeah, let's get stuff going here. Grinkle, it's your turn to scribe if you want it.
I'll do it.
Okay. So, Grinkle is the scribe today, and Robert, as previous scribe, could you give us a recap of the events of last time?
Sure. So the fight continued, and Robin Grinkle suddenly joined the fight as they sometimes do, and we just dismantled the remaining enemies very easily. After searching their bodies, we found a map on their leader, and the map marked a location of something looked like a base. Grinkle identified a dagger for Kaladin, which ended up being +1 dagger. Then we took a short rest and decided to investigate further.
create a new
We
connected map-
approached the base on the map and met an angry fire giant who tried to intimidate us. But then we told him that we killed his minions, and he attacked us. The fire giant was pretty scary. It downed Nil in his first round. But then Kaladin drank a bottle of Enlarge and managed to grapple it. After that, we kind of done a good chunk of damage to him and put him down. Without any further casualties, other than that unfortunate Nil's death. Well, not death, but down. Yes, but then we looked at the body of the giant. we found a scorched note that addressed to the fire giant and was ordering him to destabilize the area surrounding Char. Why remains to be seen. Party found party found a chest with Blackwater sigil, and we decided to open it. And after that, that chest contained an Eldritch Claw tattoo, which Kaladin was very happy to see. Yeah, we had a couple of other potions there, and the Masterwork Splint Mail. That Nil, I think, has taken. Then we decided to report those ogres and the fire giant to the mayor, and went to Char. And while approaching Char, we got approached by Bloodhand, who insisted on us meeting them again and meeting their leader. They were very persistent, very persistent. We barely managed to talk our way out of the fight. But we agreed to meet them tomorrow morning, and that's where we are. So we are about to meet Bloodhand, I imagine.
I don't know if do we have the long rest?
So you did have the long rest. I have it that you just went to speak with the mayor and you kind of updated her on what had happened. And I think that's where we left off. That you had spoken with her and given her kind of a rundown of the giants and kind of everything that was going on. I don't remember if you told her about the Blood Hand.
No.
I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with ogres or with what we were doing for her, so nah.
Alright. Let me just check something near camp. Okay. Just make a note of that.
By the way, don't forget, guys, we have a bunch of very good elven wine in our camp. We should start drinking it.
Oh,
Unless we plan to sell
Really?
it. I don't think we are. I think we should just drink it from time to time. Otherwise, we're just hoarding it.
Absolutely, we should drink it.
Yep.
There you go.
It's from
Alright.
old
We just
days.
sell it at the
I
caravan.
don't even recall where we found it. Does anyone remember where the wine is from?
Yes, it was in the Shadow Lord cellar when we got locked in inside the crypt. We had to blow the stuff.
Yeah. The in the crypt where you had this like black mist
blowing
that
anything.
was corrosive and was hurting us, and we had to blow it with a cantrip to be able to. Yeah, that's indeed.
Yeah, that was the session
Yeah.
I joined. I
It's been
remember.
a while.
Yeah, it's
Cam's
been a
just
while.
been kind of carrying it around for you.
Well, but then it just ages like fine wine.
Want to sell it at the
True.
caravan?
I think so. I think your caravan's carrying it around. Alright,
Isn't there a caravan coming to town?
in a few days.
Oh, I mean, sorry, your camp is
just sell it
carrying
there?
around.
Or just start downing it?
I think we're not downing it. We should just we should just savor it. We should drink it from time to time. Maybe sometime we can use it for a favor. Like we can give it to someone as a present if we need a favor or something like that. Let's just remember that we have it because it's a very good thing.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Amen. I'm in.
it is currently the 19th of fall at 8:30 a.m. The group is outside the town hall barracks. As I said, you just spoke to the mayor. And she had given you that plot of land. I should probably mark that on the map.
Cool.
I don't think you had...
Ages.
Or go ahead.
I was just gonna say AIDS on the regular people.
Yeah, I don't think that you had done anything with the land yet, right?
No,
You just have
we're
it.
too busy.
Waiting for an architect.
Yeah, you might
Is
hire
that-
some people.
We put a
now.
tent up.
Yeah, you might have some
We put a
tents
tent
down
up,
there.
a forge tent. The
Yeah, wasn't it
the metal
armor from the giant?
carcass.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah, that's
using
right.
The
You
brass
put the
bowl as a
giant.
tent.
We set that up as a tent. That's gonna be a forge, guys. I'm telling you, we'll make it It'll be something.
We can say your camp is
Just think
down
of it.
there right
Look at
now.
it, guys. Think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camped out.
What are we doing? A little housekeeping right now? A little meeting, a little housekeeping?
Well, let's go and meet Bloodhand. Like, let's get over it. Let's
they're
see what
getting
they have.
antsy.
Let's see what they have to tell.
Okay. Alright, so I don't know if you've been to any of their places yet, so I'm not sure if you know where to meet them. I think Neil said he would come find you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be out and about, I suppose, maybe in the
Yeah.
marketplace.
Well, I guess I'll just mill around.
Alright, so you head over to the marketplace. Time is
Is there
Didn't we
place-
want to talk to the Phoenix guy about the alchemy?
Maybe
dude.
after.
Or Swiftmint?
Yeah,
Or-
That guy?
it was Doru.
My boy.
Yeah.
Does anybody...
Yeah.
I may have already asked this, I might have to wait for the caravan. Nobody in town sells navigator's tools, do they?
No, I don't believe so. You would probably have to get that from the caravan. It's something that might be more common later, but yeah, right now the town's economy is not doing great, and new merchants haven't come in for a while.
I think we should wait for Caravan also to do anything with our land, because I think when Caravan comes, first of all, we will be able to sell everything that we have. We have a lot of gems and old coins, so we can manage to we can try to sell it first of all, and then maybe the Caravan can help us hire a good architect, someone who can help us build it, because I don't believe we can easily find someone to build a house right now in Chor as well.
Alright, so time is
Okay.
I think until Caravan comes, let's leave our kind of plot of land thing. I think it will be easier to arrange when Caravan comes.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, just let me know if anyone is doing anything as you just kind of hang out in the market waiting for Neil. Okay, and I'll say around 10 in the morning, Neil would show up and say, there you all are. Went looking for you at the inn. Couldn't find you. I thought you might be out here. Lovely day, nice fall breeze. You all seem well.
Thanks.
So, where do we go?
We're ready to go.
Who is your boss? Who wants to see us?
This is
We're
right.
ready to go.
Alright, just follow me. Says, I noticed that you all had gone and spoken with the mayor. Are you working with the town at all right now?
We just saved them
Yeah,
from...
sometimes we help things
some
out, you know, we're
ogres.
good people. We like,
He says, I
we
know
do good things sometimes.
I know we met on the road yesterday. Just wondering if you had anything kind of long-term going on, like plans with the town. Are you doing this for money, or are you just kind of helping out for the good of it?
A bit of both, you know, you gotta need money to live, but, you know, we're not helping out no evil people, wink wink, you know what I'm saying? Wink wink.
Give me a persuasion on that. Says, I'm not sure if you're insulting me right now. Are you saying I'm an evil person?
You'll just have to get to know me a bit better, I guess. Let's get going.
He says, well, it's very nice of you to help these people. Alright, so he would take you to kind of the northwest area of the town. You notice that a lot of the houses in this area are abandoned, possibly victims of the last attack, or maybe just people had moved away. It's hard to say. But he approaches one of the houses, does a little knock at the door. Little latch would open, and the guy inside speaks to him for a moment. I don't think any of you know Thieves' Cant, right?
You can?
Yeah, Thieves' Cant, the language. Or not a language, it's more of like...
I think I do.
Code. Hidden code.
yeah, it's like a code. It's
Why
something
not? I'm a
rogues
rogue.
have.
Yep.
Grinkle should have it now.
Oh, well, he hasn't switched over yet.
Yep.
Because we're still
I'm looking for it right here.
figuring out his.
Here.
Do you have it on your old character?
Oh, my new guy. What do you mean? For my languages.
Yeah, well, we still haven't switched you over yet. We still have to figure out like a reason story-wise, right?
Okay.
So we're still, yeah, at least for now. But all right. So I don't think anyone has levels in Rogue yet, right? Maybe Grinkle's change could have something to do with the guild, or like I said, Iara, maybe hanging out with her. But anyway, so they have a little exchange. He would open the door, and Neil kind of lead you all inside. As you go through what looks like well, kind of a converted house. It doesn't look like anyone's lived here in a while, but there are now, yeah, like it looks like a bunch of guild members, kind of shady looking, several cloaked figures. Several of them might be playing cards on the table. The atmosphere gets a little bit maybe awkward as you guys walk in, and they all kind of stop what they're doing, keeping their eyes on you. You notice the windows are mostly boarded up. Several loaded crossbows kind of laying up against the wall, and the little tables they'd set up for their card games. Neil leads you into the back area where there's a desk and a woman kind of sitting on the desk talking to several of the other rogues. As you enter, she says, we'll speak later, and they just kind of nod and walk out. She says, welcome, we finally meet. My name's Sithril. I've heard a lot about you. She says, my people tell me you've been busy helping fight off the Iron Tide, helping out with the town. I'm just sad I haven't had a chance to speak with you up until now.
It's nice to meet you. That's not really busy for us. It's pretty normal schedule, but it's glad we could meet up.
Does anyone have nature knowledge trained?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
So if you have it trained, you would notice that she has several features of a high elf, but also a few features of a wood elf. This is a very uncommon thing to see. Making you a little bit unsure of her exact heritage. Definitely looks elven. You don't think she's a half-elf. But she would say, and what of Blackwater? Looks like, from what I've heard, you've been working with him quite a bit. Is that true?
Well, you know, we like to take contracts here, contracts there. Sometimes we help these people, those people. We work with a lot of people, you know?
Well, I
She
mean,
makes-
you must know
Understand?
Blackwater's the only one with any real money here.
She smiles. She says, well, maybe he was before we came to town. She says, but we have some money as well. Is that what you're looking for?
Really?
Money?
Part of it.
Oh, well, we, you know, we have money.
She says, I imagine you've been doing quite well. You seem like a very skilled group of mercenaries.
Have you seen the tent? The metal tent in the south?
She says, I've been told. Sounds like one of your tents
Nice.
is some sort of huge set of armor. I'm guessing none of you wear it. She
Ah.
says kind of jokingly.
Maybe with a couple
Yeah.
drinks in me, I get I get in it, but we're here for business, so, What can we help you with? What would you?
Says,
Why
well,
have you
when
called us
you
here?
first came to town, I heard a lot about how you helped get the caravan through, the initial caravan with supplies, which made me think you might be a skilled and you know talented group of people. And after hearing about your actions to help save the town from the Iron Tide, my suspicions were more confirmed. He says, I work with a lot of different mercenaries, and it's hard to find good help these days. So whenever I can, I try to snatch it up when it becomes available. She says, I pay well, and my people, which I'm sure you've heard of us, have a lot of friends within the Empire. So there are benefits to working with me. She
So
says,
you
What
do
are you
have
trying
quite
to
the
say?
reputation.
She says, well, that's good. I'm glad you've heard of us. Makes this a little easier. But you're probably wondering exactly what I wanted you to do.
Ah,
Of course.
we are.
She says, there's been quite a few events going on around Char recently. I'm curious, were you able to speak to the Iron Tide at all before you drove them off? Do you know anything about
Yeah,
why they attacked?
we
Uh,
saw some of them, and
They said
sometimes
they
we
were
talk to them.
backstabbed by Blackwater.
So you do know a bit about their relationship with Lord Blackwater. She says, what about...
Well,
oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, we have the word of a fleeing tyrant. It's not something I necessarily take to heart.
As well, do you know anything about why they were working with Blackwater?
We know of a potentially valuable vault that many different people are interested in exploring. What do you know about it?
She says, and did any of these people, the Iron Tide or Lord Blackwater, speak at all about me or my organization?
We've heard of you.
You get brought up from time to time. You're popular. Look, you're kind of speaking in riddles here. Just tell us what you'd like, okay? We're smart people. You guys are smart people. We can handle whatever angle you're coming from here.
Give me up to 2 persuasion checks from the people who've been talking. Anyone who said anything. Alright.
Just one.
Right to business. I like that. Well, my apologies. I'm just trying to get a feel for what you know, so I don't have to talk about things you're already aware of. It sounds like you're pretty informed. So yes, there is a bit of a larger project going on in Char. One that was initiated by Lord Blackwater. Several groups were brought in on it as it required certain expertise to accomplish the goals. The Iron Tide was one group. My Blood Hand was the other group. She says, well, I say my, our. The Blood Hand have many different leaders and factions. I was sent up here to assist Lord Blackwater in what he needed. Paid well for our services. We helped him uncover certain valuable items he needed for his venture. Says, but, as it sounds like you know already, things went poorly between the factions, and infighting caused the initial attack, which killed a lot of the citizens. He says, or she says, the House of Blackwater betrayed the Iron Tide. I can attest to this as well, as I had people working with them, and that's what kind of started this whole issue. Lord Blackwater has also now turned on my group, so he has been refusing to pay. Well, he's paid me I shouldn't say he refused to pay me, but the original deal was for a share of the vault, and that seems to have fallen through as he has ceased communications, and from what I hear has been bad-mouthing me and my group in the town hall. Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Okay. I just want to know if I think she's being truthful.
Can I also?
Yeah, anyone who's here can, which I think all of you can make an insight check.
Well, great start.
Yeah, those are all terrible rolls.
I can look with my
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, give me one moment to read something. Okay. So it sounds like she's being honest with you. You don't feel like she's lying. So she says, I know that our organization doesn't have the best reputation within the Empire. We don't always work within the bounds of the law. But the nobles are perfectly happy flaunting the law to get what they need. They don't feel it should apply to them, and I feel like that's what happened in this situation. The Iron Tide and my organization getting shafted because of Blackwater's greed.
So you're saying he's the cause of all of this?
Yes, the Iron Tide are not lying. This is Blackwater's troops started hostilities, which I assume were on his orders.
Sorry, Lou, it's been a while. Can you remind me what was the Drow Lady's version of this?
Iara claimed that, I think she said that Cithral's people framed Blackwater's people, was her claim. That she
framed how exactly? Because they framed them so that Irontide thought that they were betrayed by Blackwater. But how exactly did they frame them? Like what happened?
In the initial attack, which was the Iron Tide thought was Blackwater's people, the people who actually attacked them were the Iron Tide people. And Blackwater's people were kind of already killed. So basically Blackwater thought that the Iron Tide killed his people, and the Iron Tide thought that Blackwater had attacked them. But according to Iara, it was Cithral and her people who were responsible. Okay. So she
and there was a stolen artifact in that attack, right?
Yeah, Cithral's people got the artifact that that Blackwater was supposed to get.
Which is necklace, right?
Yes.
And then the Iron Tide attacked Blackwater and stole the dagger.
Yes, in the caravan that you all were protecting.
Okay.
Which actually Iara claims she was the one that stole it during the confusion.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, that's what Iara claims, or that's what she believes.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what else she told you, but that was the gist of it.
Okay, so I'll ask her. We've also heard that you have one piece to the vault. Is that true?
She nods. She says, we're uncovering these artifacts from the black markets of Tyvanus.
What are you planning on doing with them?
Yeah, Tyvanus. So we're going to sell one of them to Blackwater, but after he started getting shifty, I decided to keep my hands on it, which was a good choice. All three are needed to unlock this vault of his.
Yeah, that's what we've heard.
She says, obviously, Blackwater is protected by the courts, by his family's reputation, being a noble and all. So it would be very difficult for just me to act against him to get the peace I need. She says, I assume that since you had driven off the Iron Tide, you may already possess one of the pieces. Or you maybe sold it to him. I'm not sure of that.
You haven't told us what you're gonna do with it. Your piece.
She says, well,
Why do you need his?
my hope is to get all three and get the prize, or at least part of the prize I was offered. And since Blackwater doesn't want to play nice, I'd be happy to share it with you all if we wish to work together.
Something to think about, I guess, eh?
She says,
I mean,
well,
what you're asking for is...
What are you offering?
She says we have supplies, both of the normal and magical type. We have contacts all over the Empire, which would be useful to a bludgeoning, or what's it? It's not bludgeoning. Burgeoning hero group such as yourselves. I mean, I won't lie.
And you want us to what? Storm their castle?
Well, Blackwater's estate. I have a plan, but I'm not going to speak too much on it until I know more of your allegiance. I have seen you go into Blackwater's house many times. For all I know, you're working with him.
Well,
Help
of
us
course
out, and
we're...
he's got good.
are-
He's into fine art, and we
We-
collect art pieces.
We are working with him as in the bounds of what we believe is right and if he's willing to pay us, but we're not loyal to him.
She says, fair enough. Well, if you are... go ahead.
And you're coming to us, so what if we help Blackwater against you?
As well, if that were the case, then we might end up enemies. Though I wouldn't really want that, if at all possible.
You're saying you can't take Blackwater right now?
I have an idea and some plans on how I can make this work. If I am able to get your help in these plans, then I think it's even more likely that I'll succeed. I mean, I won't lie to you, going against one of the noble families is dangerous. It says, but my organization...
Us too.
Or go ahead.
Going against us too has been pretty dangerous.
She says, clearly, you've already
But-
driven off one of the factions.
Single-handedly.
As I said, I'm kind of curious, were you able to procure one of those pieces, the one that the Iron Tide has, or did they take it back with them?
We sold
They
it
took
to
it back with
Blackwater.
them. Or we
You
sold it
guys
to
keep saying
Blackwater.
the different things.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in playing these politics. I'm interested in doing what's right. I don't know. There's an inconsistency going on here. Either you're lying to us or Blackwater's lying to us. And you have to forgive me for not being so quick to trust a group of thieves.
Says it's fair. I guess, what is your ultimate goal in all this? Do you seek the vault as well, or are you just looking to make things better here in Char?
Both. I came here, the people of Char were suffering, and then I heard about this vault, and, well, at heart I'm a treasure seeker. I want to protect the innocent lives of Char, and I also want to find out what's up with this vault. And I think the rest of my crewmates are... I'm more or less interested in the same thing. I'll gesture to them.
I do not seek the vault or what is in it. I seek the knowledge that could still be within Isik.
By the way, speaking about Vault and what's in it, you seem to be quite knowledgeable about what's in it. Do you know?
Well, I have had my people look into it, and I've done some research as well. I believe that the vault contains old magics and technologies from a previous cycle. Possibly very powerful things that can no longer be replicated by by modern magics. So such power could be very valuable, either to myself, or to you, or maybe to someone else who could be an ally. She says it really just depends.
I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't want to be like. I want to be direct. We have been offered to work with Blackwater. You must know it. Like, so I don't want to lie to you. You've seen us visit his place. So he was offering us to work with him, and his offer was a bit of money and a share of the loot. What would you offer if we worked with you?
So she says, I did have my suspicions that you might be working with him. Well, I can offer you a share as well. May I ask what share he offered you?
Well,
50%.
70.
100%.
100. He was just going to give it all to us. All right. So
I think she's gonna see right through any of your lies. Honestly, I'm just.
it's possible.
Yeah, that's what great.
Only someone
I actually don't
only we
recall
had
if we
good
even discussed it.
deception.
I thought he said half. Did he not,
He did.
Lou?
Yeah, it was 50%.
But I'll mention.
That's not how you negotiate.
It sounds like he's not a big fan of keeping his word as it comes to sharing the vault.
Well, as I said, he sort of pushed us out, and he pushed the Iron Tide out once he had what he needed from them. I would be willing to offer you, I'll say 55%, give you a little bit more. And
Well,
I
5
can
more
also
percent, you say, eh?
says, well, I mean, obviously things like art objects, precious gems, those can be sold, so that's a little bit easier to calculate. Very powerful items. Well, how about I give you first pick of the items within the vault, and then we can split everything else down the center.
Well, just making sure. You want us to go against this family for 5 more percent? Maybe we boost that up a bit, and then we'll think about it.
He says you're speaking of.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, so both you and Blackwater believe that you've been betrayed by the other. So
She
my
says,
question is, hypothetically, would it be possible for you two to ever work together again?
She says, Blackwater claims that I betrayed him.
And you claim that he betrayed you. I do not know which one is true, or if you are both right.
Well, I'm curious. What did
Right.
he say I did? Exactly.
What did he say?
I
It
think
was,
most
I
of our
think it was
information
that,
about the
that
Blood
they
Hand.
stole it from him.
Well, Aara said that. I don't know if Blackwater said that.
Yeah, I don't know
We
if you
kinda trust her,
mentioned.
no?
Well, he said that
On our team.
he said
He
that
got attacked by the
Cithril.
Iron Tide.
Yeah, I think he said that Cithril stole the amulet and was refusing to. Like, she stole it from. I forget if he said the Iron Tide or one of his people. But yeah, basically he said like she stole it from him and he wanted you to get it back. He didn't go into much detail.
Well, Blackwater believes that you stole the amulet from someone.
She
Either
says, go ahead.
Yeah.
She says,
Oh, I forgot what you said. I couldn't remember.
Either from the Iron Side or from his own caravan.
Okay, I remembered right anyway, yeah. He believes that you stole the amulet and that you refused to give it back.
She says, well, I can't really steal it. I was the one commissioned to find it in the first place. I just never sold it to him because I felt like he had acted in bad faith. Give me insight checks again.
Damn. Nope.
Alright. Did
Wow.
you want to say anything, Cal?
Guys, we need to lay off the elven wine, by the way.
I'm drinking too much.
Yeah, insight is terrible.
Just listen to the conversation.
Okay, no worries. So, yeah, she says, I mean, perhaps there's an argument that I told him I'd sell it to him, but, I mean, that doesn't make it his just because I have it. I changed
But
my
what's
mind.
to say you won't do the same thing to us?
Well, as long as you don't cut me out of the deal like he did, I have no reason to.
Well, I will say one thing. The Blood Hand has a reputation, correct me if I'm wrong, a reputation for sticking to their word.
No.
Yes,
I mean,
we,
as it comes to their
Yeah,
deals,
yeah,
that's
of
what
course.
that's what AR said. We did some research on them, right?
she says we value allies with skill, and we don't like to alienate those that could be those allies, so yeah, we do what we can, as long as we're not betrayed.
Would it be
And I mean-
possible for you to work together with Blackwater again, under the condition that you keep the amulet as some kind of...
Insurance.
to not give him the entire advantage?
Give me a persuasion. I'll take up to,
I'm
again,
just-
2 from the group.
Yeah, Patchwork is just being
Oh.
curious at this point. Trying to mediate.
Oh, are you
My
just asking out of
persuasion is
curiosity?
Oh my god.
kind of both. My persuasion is not good. Can someone else try?
She says
Or
No,
should...
terrible.
it would be difficult for me
Oh,
to trust
hey,
him.
17.
She says it would be difficult for me to trust him again. After all, he's already turned on me once. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, though I doubt he would be willing to do such a thing. I mean, if he was, I don't think he would have cut me out in the first place.
Also,
Well,
I'm
it's good to
starting
know
to
anyways.
personally question his loyalty to us, considering he's already allegedly cut 2 other groups out of the deal.
Yes, but
Maybe he's
this
just
this all might
Allegedly,
be predicated.
There's
on the
so many
misunderstanding.
conflicting statements.
well.
Yes.
But here's
Oh.
the one true thing, though. It sounds like, from everything that's happened, Blackwater has benefited. He's received artifacts.
Well,
He's used us to
that's
take out
only
one
because of
person.
us. But he
Ah.
was benefited before this because he had all the artifacts. Why would he betray them before he had them in his possession? Does he strike you as that much of a fool? And are we forgetting what we found out from the giant yesterday? There's clearly someone malevolent around Char.
Trying to manipulate things.
Stoking things for their own ends.
And
So-
when we talked to Blackwater, he said that it was possible for him to work with the Blood Hand again, but he was
That is true, he did
unsure
say that.
also.
She
He
says
did not rule it out.
she seems she seems surprised. She says a giant. There's a giant near town. What do you mean?
Yes.
Was a giant.
Not anymore.
Not
Well,
anymore.
yeah,
Don't worry about it. We're pretty
Ogres
strong.
were attacking farms to the east, and
Oh,
we
yes.
managed to find them.
Yes,
and
that's
they were
right.
sent by a giant.
I
And on a
had,
separate matter of inquiry, have you ever heard the name Feldor before?
So I can't say I have, but yeah, no, I remember now. You I had sent my men to meet you after the ogre attacks, but there was a giant involved. Interesting.
Yeah, and he was being given orders by someone called Feldor to disrupt Char, which makes
Could you
me feel
spell-
like we are all pawns.
Could you spell that name?
Oh, it's in the note. Yeah,
She says,
Feldor. Sorry.
Okay.
this was what type of giant exactly? My apologies. I know a little bit about giants.
Fire
A fire
giant.
giant.
Yes, I was going to say the hill giants that would be in this area are not smart enough to have schemes or machinations. Feldor, the fire giants.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And that
Is there
location that
another
was marked
player
as,
in
like,
this
super
game?
far away, right?
I think so.
Sorry, what?
Is there... What I'm thinking, maybe there is a faction that tries to take the void that Irontide left.
Or maybe working with the Iron Tide. Well, I can tell you the guild has no affiliation with the giants. They mostly just cause trouble for our dealings within the outer areas of the Empire. And I know they're a constant menace to the Dwarven Empire up north. She would use its real name, the Drogoth Empire. It's very strange. In any case, I've made my ask of you. I don't know if I can work with you if you are working with Blackwater, just because I don't trust him. Though, I guess if there was a way to make amends between myself and Lord Blackwater, maybe we could work together. Still, I don't see that happening.
It would just save a lot of time, and maybe offer you a better path.
Also save a lot of blood. Last time 2 clans clashed, it was us and the Iron Tide, and the Iron Tide didn't make it out alive. Most of them, at least.
Well, it is true that a fight between myself and the nobility could drag innocence into it. So, it's not my intention for people to get hurt. I just want what will benefit my people and what we were promised.
Okay, but how do you look? How does us working with you against Blackwater look? How do you imagine it? Do you imagine us stealing it from him? Do you imagine us just walking through his front door and taking it by force?
She says, no. I actually do have a plan involving some subterfuge. Especially if you've been working with him a little already. I could use that to our advantage. But if I can help it, I do not want a direct attack on the estate. That would be costly for me and my people. He says, again, I can't really say more until I know you're on board with me. But I will say that I have no intention of sending you all into the meat grinder. I know Blackwater and his people are also skilled mercenaries, and it would be counterintuitive to attack them openly. That's not the way our group operates anyway. We're more the subtle. We more take the subtle approach.
Well, we appreciate your honesty and willingness to have a conversation with us rather than just attacking us and trying to steal the artifact. I believe we need to have a private conversation and possibly talk to Blackwater about the possibility of working with the Bloodhand.
She says, well, I assume you want to think it over, maybe talk to some of your people about it, but I think it would be dangerous to work with him as he's already betrayed his friends once. So I don't know about that, but let me know what your answer is and we'll figure things out. She just kind of motions. You're free to leave if you wish. Oh,
Yeah.
and call it a token of my appreciation. She kind of gestures to Neil, who kind of pulls out a sack with a bunch of coins in it and hands it to the group. She says, for helping protect Char and my interests. I know I didn't hire you, but I feel this is fair since you did help us indirectly.
Thank you.
So she gives you 400 gold pieces. Or the group 400
We appreciate
gold
it.
pieces. Alright, so you're heading out?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say thank you, of course, before I leave, but yeah.
So it's
Alright.
gonna be 66 each, right?
I won't take it.
Oh. Well, you guys, I assume,
It
split
is in the party.
once you leave.
Yeah.
So the group
Yeah.
Split it right
exits the
there.
place, and then you split it 5 ways?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what is
fine.
that? 80
Money
each?
doesn't
80.
smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 80.
Money
Yeah.
doesn't care about your morals. It spends the same.
Yeah.
Alright, so 5 of you take the 80 gold as you kind of split it up
Yeah.
outside the base. Alright, what do you all want to do?
Thanks, though.
Let's discuss. Guys, I like honestly, my opinion here. Maybe let's each talk about what we think.
Yeah.
I myself
Perhaps
don't
we should
trust.
go someplace more private
Aren't we
I have-
already there? Okay, sorry.
Yes. I think we
Actually,
go
wait,
to,
sorry, no NPCs are with you right now. I guess Carter from the background. Let's see.
Well,
maybe
head
we
back
have a
to the
new
camp.
property with a tent. Let's
we
utilize
have
it.
our
Let's go to our
we
base
have our
operation.
homeless encampment in the south. Let's go hang
is
out.
Go
in
back
that
to our
tent.
tent.
It's a great
But we
place
can
for a
clean
private
up.
conversation.
Let's go.
Another tent, and we'll
But
talk.
I won't
Let's
call it
discuss-
homeless because the land belongs to us.
Yeah,
It's,
I know.
it is our home.
Also,
Alright.
just so you
We're
know,
just
for
houseless.
those
We're not homeless.
for those who weren't there last time, we built a tent out of the giant's armor. So
Oh,
our
nice.
like huddling house is like this big
Yeah, like in the
piece
corner.
of like plate mail, like chest piece. That's like
Massive.
way too big for anybody to wear, but it's like a little basically tent fortress thing.
That's your main tent where you guys hang out. All right, so you go to the camp in the south. A little out of the way. It
Okay,
should
Rob,
be,
go ahead.
Much more private here.
Okay, let's just go one by one and listen
go ahead,
to
Rob.
what we have to think, what we have to say. I want to say, if we have to choose, first of all, we already allied ourselves with Blackwater. We already sold him the dagger. Like, this is one thing. Second, whatever he's doing, I don't have any proof that he's doing anything illegal. But Bloodhand they are known bandits, as Neil would put that. So, as much as I had to choose, I would go with Blackwater just because he's noble, he's doing his stuff. Yes, maybe he's not very sincere, but like, he's lawful, he's helping the town. Bloodhand, they are known criminals. What are we even discussing?
I mean, that is a good point.
The only part that Grinkle is worried about, I do agree with everything you're saying there. The only thing is, he just has a track record of betraying the people he's working with. Is all.
Carter,
Look at
let's
the
see,
track
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
If
The
what
only part where
Ayara
I
is
agree.
saying is right, then not even that. Like, if what Ayara is saying is right, then he was not even betraying anyone. They were betraying. Like, they set it up.
Yeah.
Can I say something as an outsider for all of this? To me, it seems like everyone believes to have been betrayed by the others, and everyone believes themselves to be right. So maybe it was someone outside of Char, like,
Yeah, maybe.
framing everyone to sow what's discord, I think is the word.
Yes.
Yes, I before we choose a side, I would like to try to work together with
diplomatic?
both of them. Yes, if maybe Blackwater knows who this Further, what's his name, Further is?
Yes.
Further,
Door? Is? Maybe he can make something out of this.
Well, we
I-
already asked.
I-
him,
I am
we
I am
did.
for trying. Oh, yeah, I wasn't there. I say we should try to mediate before choosing a side. And if we have to choose a side, I am also for going with Blackwater because we already agreed to his deal, and as you said, he is not member of a criminal organization. I would feel a little bit better going with him.
Yes, and he already has 2 artifacts, and they only have 1.
Yeah, we did just give him one. So honestly, if we were gonna go against him, we played it pretty stupid. I'll go ahead and say my piece.
I would feel bad going back on that on a deal.
Well, I don't care about bad feelings per se. Maybe call it general distrust of nobility from my upbringing, but there's just the only thing about it is this is all, you know, working far too well for Blackwater. I feel like if somebody's tricking somebody, it's all turning out in his favor, and we're
Well,
being used as the main spirits.
I doubt the Iron Tide attacking this town and his people was beneficial to him. It stopped him from going to the Vault too. That couldn't have been what he wanted.
No, it's definitely not what he wanted, but it is what happened. Of course,
I don't think if he knew that that was the consequence that he would. It just feels off to me. Something is wrong here.
Shall we talk to Eara? Because she's the one who tried to convince us that he didn't know and he did not betray Ironside.
Also, that's the thing. If there is a fourth group involved, maybe they were disguised as the Blood Hand and tricked her also.
Okay,
Well,
my
just
head
remember,
hurts. My head hurts. It's too complex then. Then we're not.
A group could have disguised themselves as the Blood Hand and attacked both the Iron Tide and Blackwater, making them believe the other had betrayed them.
Well, the Iron Tide was under the assumption. Well, I mean, I suppose that's right. The Iron Tide was under the assumption that it just seems like that would be way too hard to pull off. There has to be a little bit more than just a big misunderstanding going on. But I will remind you all that Eara is a thief. Obviously, her word can't necessarily be trusted either.
Do you have any of
Well,
your
don't know what
she's
names
NPCs there, or is it just the 6 of you?
No, definitely just the 6 of us.
Okay.
Oh, come on, guys. We need to trust our people whom we employ and people with whom we work. We need to trust them. If we don't trust people with whom we work, why do we work with them?
Do you think Eara trusts us?
I'm
We're
pretty
paying her.
sure. We are paying her.
She doesn't have any other option at the moment. She's not friends with the Blood Hand. She was working for the Iron Tide. There's no way Blackwater would hire her.
I do not see any reason for her to lie about Blood Hand involvement with Iron Tide and Blackwater. Like I really see no benefit for her unless she's
I agree.
secretly like really this is just her being chaotic and doing stuff just to make our life harder.
Well,
Which
forgive me for mistrusting a thief, but unless one of the groups at play wants a mole in our group, which would make perfect sense since we're obviously one of the big players now.
well,
Since
not
we took
all
the Iron Tide off.
not all thieves are evil, right, Grinkle?
No, they're all evil.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of whatever. There's a game going on here, and it's hard to tell who's telling the truth.
There is
Um,
there isn't like we are not gonna be 100% certain about anything here, and
But
I would go just
if everyone believes their version to be the truth, then there must be something else.
both things can be true, but we need to pick a side. We need to pick
Yeah.
a side, and I would rather pick a side of a noble, lawful, doing his job, helping the city, than a band of thieves.
well,
I would
Nil-
rather be wrong. I would rather be. Let me put it this way: I would rather be wrong about trusting Blackwater than wrong about trusting Bloodhand. Because if we trust Bloodhand and we are wrong, then it will be
That's a
of
good point,
course
Rob.
they are bad. They're thieves.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a good point. Nil and Calroon, what do you guys say? I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say, Nil.
Yeah. We should offer them the same deal. We should have offered the same deal we offered the Iron Tide.
Surrender
The
the
only
peace or be killed.
Yeah. The only problem is that would make me amenable to working with them is the fact they're already embedded in Char, and taking them out will not be an easy or clean affair, and people will die. So it
So
might
you're
be
for
better.
the destruction of the Bloodhand.
Yeah.
Because
Or,
they're
but
thieves.
if we can get them on board without anyone in Char having to suffer, I'd be okay with that too.
Okay. So it's either team up with Blackwater and the Bloodhand together, or destroy the Bloodhand.
Yeah. But I feel like they're not out to get Char as their goal. Whereas whoever this third door person is a
I
much
see.
more dangerous threat, and I feel like that's who we should be focusing on.
Well, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I was tempted to want to go on an expedition but that would mean leaving Char completely, well, not completely defenseless, but without our defense. I mean, it's a far journey. How far away was the location on the map, Lou? It was really far, right?
You mean where the vault is?
No, the location on the map that we got from Dogloth.
Oh.
That was written by Ferdor.
Well, there wasn't a location per se. You had asked where the fire giants were, and yeah, it was like
Oh
several.
no, that's just where the fire giant base was.
Yeah,
That's just where that.
that's where.
It wasn't like a location somewhere else. We went
What
to
about the
location.
coordinates?
The original
that were-
letter that you found on the ogres had the coordinates to that second area, which is where you killed the fire giant. But you didn't find any more coordinates after that.
Right.
It was just like he had that
In
letter
the-
from someone, and then someone did like someone asked where the fire giants were located, and basically it's up in the mountains, which is several weeks' journey. So
Gotcha.
that's why
So
it
we
was-
have no leads for Fordor.
Yeah, that
No.
basically was a dead end. It's just
Just
someone
heard of it.
had hired these people to cause some destruction near Char, but you don't know where to follow that from where you cleared them out. There was
I
no
see.
more trail to follow.
Okay.
So there's someone out there,
unfortunately-
Ferdor, who knows something about what's going on.
And we can't really do anything about it right now, even if we really wanted to.
Not directly, unless you have some other way of finding out more about him. But that would take probably time, and yeah, you're not sure how much time you have with the current situation.
It seems to me, guys, that's Act 2.
Could be something to look into
fair
later. Yeah.
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 Fair point.
Act 2 of what? What do you mean?
Well, no, it's going on the board, my
Alright.
lead board next to whoever locked us in that basement.
Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of all though in agreement that maybe we just work with
Conspiracy,
Blackwater
the
then? Can
conspiracy board.
stay with Blackwater?
I
Well,
think we
haven't
work
heard
with.
from,
We,
Calrune yet.
Oh, sorry, Cal.
No, it's fine. What I wanted to say was, like, who do we want to draw the ire from? Like, do we want to be in the bad reputation with Bloodhand, who has connections all over the place? Or would we want to catch the ire from Blackwater, who is the noble in this town where we are planning to build our home?
And also
That
law,
and he's-
law,
he's
law
also the
enforcement
noble
everywhere if it
of other
becomes known that
places.
we attacked a noble.
Well,
Yeah.
you have history, right, Calrune?
Yes.
So give me a history check. You might know some more about the Blackwaters. So you know that the Blackwater family is actually quite influential within the Empire as a whole. Galen Blackwater's mother, Patience Blackwater, is on the second highest seat of the Council of Tyvanis, which means like basically his family is the second most powerful within the Empire. You
Wow.
probably know that he is one of the later born children and not very politically inclined. You know he was sent out here to the border. Your guess would probably be that they did that to get him out of the way. And from what you've heard about him, he is more like you, actually, more into historical relics, magic, and study than political games, which could be another reason why he was basically given a home out here to pursue that and kind of leave the family alone, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that, I mean, honestly, it doesn't sound like he's a good political player. So it's very unlikely that he's been playing all these games with the other factions. From what you've heard, Calrune.
Exactly.
and going back to the same argument, I would rather make enemies with a criminal organization than with like almost the most powerful family in the empire.
Actually, with that
Yeah.
revelation, everyone give me insight checks. With what what Calrune just told you.
Ooh.
Alright, so Kaladin and Patchwork. That
Was it
revelation.
insight?
Yeah,
Or
insight.
what check?
Insight check.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so Kaladin and Patchwork, that would make you a little bit well, maybe suspicious, because it did seem like Blackwater was pretty sly and politically inclined. Like, he did seem to have charisma when you spoke to him. He didn't seem like someone who was like a quiet bookworm, like um, studier. What's the name? Intellectual, yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd, yeah, nerd. He didn't seem like a nerd.
Doppelganger.
So
Perhaps
that
the
would
rumors
make you
you've heard.
might make you like, huh? That didn't seem like him, from what Calhoun just said.
Well, what Calhoun has heard is, rumor, common knowledge.
Yeah.
Perhaps, I mean, let's be honest. This guy's from a noble family. I'm assuming the least charismatic, least slimy, plotty nobles are still much more charismatic and slimy than your average Joe.
That's a good point.
Good one, zing.
Also, if
That's
he
good one.
is more inclined to, researching history and magical artifacts, perhaps whatever happened, with his family that made them bring him down here, it was somewhat intentional for him because this is truly what he wanted to do.
Maybe.
That's just a guess. I don't know.
Yep. All right. Well, so what? Should we go see him or?
I don't
When
know.
I-
Yeah.
When I first met him, he seemed more politically inclined than intellectual at first glance, to be honest.
Okay.
And I didn't know him before. I would have guessed the opposite than what the rumors say. Just food for thought.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I guess.
definitely something fishy here.
Well, we've discussed a lot, but I feel like it's time to make a decision. I say we should put it to a vote.
Yeah.
Well, with the first, I think we all agree, first off, that we should try to see if Blackwater will work with Bloodhand again. And after
Yes.
that, we have to decide, ultimately,
Guys,
if that doesn't work,
There is one.
Blackwater or Bloodhand.
No. There is one important thing about Blackwater working with Bloodhand. If Blackwater decides to work with Bloodhand, they don't need us.
This is true, and then our cut will be way less.
You would have to split the
In fact,
vault
we
3 ways
wouldn't
instead
have
of 2.
They have all the artifacts now. Like, why do they even need us? Maybe for some brute force, but then who knows? Like, maybe they have a lot of money. Like, honestly, I think if we start pursuing and if we will make them come to terms, we are risking just getting thrown out.
Well, they thought it was a
We need to
three-man
go
job
talk to them.
before.
Yeah, but 50 sounds a lot better than 33. If you ask me.
Yeah, and I think we
33
need to
still sounds
talk
good.
to Blackwater about the offer that Bloodhand gave us with the 55 and first pick. Because if we bring that up to him, he might raise that up a little bit.
We can
But we
discuss
keep it
with
50%
Blackwater.
first pick.
We can discuss with Blackwater, but I would rather have to steal one item than two. Just like that.
That's true. That's also a fair point. It'd be a lot harder to get the artifacts from Blackwater. So, should we put it to a vote then to get an official decision?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's just put in chat who is like
So
outside.
this vote is about who we will choose
Ally
to
with.
ally ourselves with after we have tried mediating.
Well,
Yeah.
Robert's saying we might not even try to mediate. But either vote who you want to ally with, either Blackwater or Bloodhand.
Well, for the piece of char, I would try to mediate first
Oh, we could try.
to perhaps prevent any future conflict between the groups. But
That seems pretty unanimous.
And this would
Now the question
with
is,
what? ARS.
yeah, do you want to try to mediate or just go against the Bloodhand?
I'm with Robert on this. I'm not necessarily if we're gonna do this, we're at least getting 50% of the vault. I mean,
Could save
we've
a
already
lot
Yeah,
of
come
but
this
lives,
far.
though. A war with
you will
the...
sacrifice the peace of the town for what? Riches, greed?
You don't even know
That's
how
also
much
not
it is.
that's not right.
It's not just that, but
No.
also
33%
we're
is still
ridding.
massive.
If it was no. If
understand
it
why
was
that is not enough.
If it was only because 33% or 50%, then I agree, it doesn't matter. Like if this is only because of that, 33 without a war is better than 50 with a war. That's 100% sure. I'm just afraid that there will be 0%. That's what I...
And not just that. It's not just that. You're acting like we're just attacking somebody who is, beneficial to the town. This is a group of criminals that's taken root in Char. We'd be doing the town a favor to get rid of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would
but
we be doing the town a favor if they decide to go on the offensive?
We won't let that happen.
Let's not
trust
blame
me,
the victim here.
If
they
if
decide to
we-
go on offensive, then more reason for us to get rid of them.
Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen anyways. If we go after them, they're not gonna know it hit them. Just like the
Yeah,
Iron
but
Tide.
there are more of them than they are of you. If people will get hurt, it's a difficult choice.
Well, I'm risking my own life, not the civilians' lives. I plan on attacking them, not letting them attack, us or the town. I'm not saying there's no risk involved, but I mean, there's a risk by letting a criminal organization stay thriving in Char as well. What if they ended up doing something, and we did nothing to stop them? I say we have every right to attack them, even without the deal with Blackwater.
Give me
Patrick's worried about people getting hurt while we're attacking them, and they start to hurt other people because we instigate a fight. Is the problem here? It's not
guess-
whether
I mean,
they'll
yes.
do it or not, because right now they're not doing it. Is what I believe Patrick's saying, and I kind of agree with her. I
So
agree with
give me,
Patrick. I think
Give me insight checks. If anyone has the criminal background, I'll give you advantage on this.
my spy, does that count?
Yeah, spy would also be advantage.
Advantage? Oh, not on.
Alright, so Patchwork and Grinkle, you would guess that the Iron Tide are only really here because of this
Iron
agreement.
Tide?
Or sorry,
Blood
the Blood Hand. You don't think they would necessarily stay because there's not much profit to be had in the frontier town. Like, you're guessing they are here because of Blackwater's deal. Now, will they just
I'll
leave
say,
if they don't get it? Like, that's unlikely. But yeah, you think you don't think they're here to, like, start up a gambling ring or like some kind of illegal
Okay.
activities
So,
here.
how about we offer working with them, give them some loot in exchange for them leaving the town.
And just to be clear, none
And
of this
then-
information is me trying to guide your decisions. It's just me
Yeah,
giving you
no, but I like.
things that you would know as your characters.
Good thing I just remembered that. But no,
They
it's
are
a good.
like the Iron Tide in that
they're-
way. They are
They're
here
gonna leave. They don't
so
want to
they
stay.
don't.
Yeah,
They are here so
exactly.
they don't have losses.
So you're suggesting
Maybe
we do something
work
for them and
together.
then tell them to leave?
Yeah, and then if they don't, we kill them.
That's
Simple.
So if
No,
if
well, this
Tell 'em
is
we
this
tell
is
'em on-
valid. Yes, if we decide to
we tell 'em
side with
on the way-
Blackwater, we should always give them an option to just give us the thing and leave, same as we've done for Iron Tide.
we could say they each hold a piece. We bring it to the vault. The Bloodhand brings their stuff with them. So when they're done with the vault, they just take off. This could be the deal, and then we each take some of the share. Everyone's happy, I hope. And maybe that's what we offer to Blackwater, and if he denies, well, then I guess we're killing them anyways.
Alright,
You guys like that?
why don't we do a break? Because we're about halfway anyway. If you guys want to discuss more, just stretch or something. And we can come back and hopefully you guys have your next steps thought out and we could take it from there.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, one second.
Yeah. How long
Actually,
are we gonna be taking?
I just thought of an idea. So what we can do, and I think this would be good for everyone, because this would be in a way, because for me, 33% without having to fight is good,
Yeah,
and
because
without risking,
the only
like,
thing I could see is Blackwater not wanting to do it because then he's getting less money. But do you think
yeah,
if we just let
really,
him take like the magic items, maybe
what
that's
we
what he's in
what
for?
what we can do is we agree that we go like all three factions, us, Blackwater, and Bloodhand, go to the vault. Then we we have to open it together and then decide on 33% split. And because we are strong enough so that any faction with whom we ally will get a significant advantage, we will be like a guarantee that they will not betray each other. So
Yeah, we are the
we will.
mediators and
We
standing
are
in
the
the middle.
mediators, so we are there to ensure that they work together. And if they don't,
if
we
they
will
don't, we'll
side with
just
the side that doesn't cooperate.
yeah, or Blackwater.
And
Or
then, in a
Blackwater.
way, like so basically, all of them have to think that it should work, because we will indeed do that. Like if one of them wants to betray another one, we will side with the party that is decent, and yeah, and
That
maybe
sounds good to me.
and this way, if everyone cooperates, we will all get 33%.
I like it.
I like it also.
I could definitely see Blackwater not wanting to do this deal though, and then we just have to kill Iron or Bloodhand anyways.
Yeah, I
it's
would
all
go to Blackwater with this idea, but for that, Grinkle, we have you. You have to convince him.
I've been anyone of anything. Remember that time you tried to leave our group, Rob, and then I kept you here? Remember?
What? I don't
You
recall.
convinced anyone of anything. You don't even remember. That's how good it was.
Okay, guys, I'll go away for a minute.
What are we waiting for?
I think just the DM.
Oh, I'm here. Is everyone back?
Yeah, I'm
I
back.
think
Yeah.
so.
All right. So yeah, what did you decide on? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think you were away, Kaladin. Have you heard the idea?
Hit me with it.
Okay. So the idea was that it's not that we want to ally with Blackwater. We just don't want to ally with Bloodhand. I think this is our main problem. Also, if any of us had to choose, we would rather take a third of treasure without having to fight and go to war than half having to fight another faction. Also, those two factions don't trust each other. Bloodhand doesn't trust Blackwater, Blackwater doesn't trust Bloodhand. So what I suggest, we suggest to become mediators and guarantees of successful cooperation. We take Bloodhand and Blackwater, we convince them both to work together, and I think we can do it with Grinkle. To convince them to work together, and we are the guarantee that they don't betray each other. Like, we will side with the party if another party is betrayed, basically. If Blackwater betrays Bloodhand, we will side with Bloodhand. If Bloodhand betrays Blackwater, we will side with Blackwater. If any one of them decides to break the deal. And we should be powerful enough for them not to want that, basically. We are the mediators, and what we want is just to go all together, open the vault, and split it 3 ways. What do you think?
And then there is
That's a
also the
decent idea.
chance that the Bloodhand will leave after the
Yeah,
the
and
deal
everything
is
is fine. They have
fulfilled.
no reason to be here. Basically,
Yes.
we do it bloodless, and Bloodhand will just leave to whatever rock they crawled out from under.
Yeah, it'll be the exact same as the deal they had when Irontide was here, except instead of Irontide, it's us.
Yes,
Right.
and we are the ones, we are not taking sides, we are here to have a 3-way deal, and we will make sure that this 3-way deal is kept by being the mediator. And we have just a tiny, tiny thing to do, is to convince Blackwater to do that. And then Bloodhand. And I really have high hopes for Grinkle. He has good things with words. And out of character, just as me, as a player, I think it will be also. I think this way we will move. If we manage to do this way, we will move story forward faster. We will not have to play like another 10 sessions of us trying to deal with Bloodhand or something if we want to move story forward.
Yeah, and I
Agree.
both as a player and as a character, obviously don't want to have to fight the Bloodhand if I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not chomping at the bit for to go against them.
All right, so it seems like you kind of reached a consensus at your plate mail tent camp headquarters. So where are you going? What are you doing?
We're going to Blackwater.
We go to
Alright.
Blackwater and we try to convince him for this idea. And Grinkle, I hope you will be able to convince him. Show us your magic.
Maybe I'll think about it.
All right. So the group is heading over to Blackwater. Let's see. Excuse me. Just check something. All right. Okay. Alright, so you travel over to the Blackwater estate. It's around 11 in the morning at this point. Lord Blackwater comes to meet you in the main hall. He says, welcome back, friends. You have good news to report?
Of
Were you
course,
able
of course.
to,
We've taken out some giants.
He says, well, you had mentioned you were going to get a feel for the Blood Hand, and possibly we could move forward in attacking them from underground, yes?
Yes, we've had a recent discovery in this, and we'd like to propose something to you, Mr. Blackwater.
Of course. What's your, what do you propose?
Yeah. Well, we've recently had word with the Blood Hand, and we've talked to them, and we're trying to hire us to fight you. But we know that we are working for you, and so we let them know that. But it came to light that there was a potential, instead of trying to go to war with them and ruin the town and have maybe some damage to the town, that maybe we could work with them again. You and us and them all working together to get this done.
He says, you let them know that you're working for me. I thought the plan was to infiltrate, make them think that you were possibly working for them.
They knew through their spies and whatnot that was already happening.
He says, and work with them. I mean, they didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. They're not trustworthy. That's the whole reason we're not working together.
But they say the same about you.
Well, they're lying. Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ouch. Here goes. Okay, that's not half bad.
Well, both of you can make it.
Sorry for interrupting.
17. He says, what good would it be to hire back on a traitorous faction?
Well, for one, it sounds like they're gonna they're gonna try to attack you anyways, and therefore some sort of battle is gonna happen in this town, and we want to avoid losing lives in this town. And it's come to light that the Blood Hand will make them leave this town once they're done dealing with the vault, if they were to help. That way they'd be out of the town, nobody in the town would be getting hurt. Everybody's a winner.
They are only staying here at this moment because of the vault. If they had their share of loot, they would leave. Staying here is not beneficial for them.
He says, well, of course, I wouldn't expect them to stay here longer than I had contracted them to. But again, I mean, what if we open the vault and they decide to steal everything when we're not paying attention? I mean, they've obviously shown themselves to be untrustworthy. Says, and I don't feel like hiring them on just to possibly prevent deaths is a good reason. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone in the town to die, but if they kill people, that's on them.
No, well, yeah, but
Well,
now we have a chance to stop it, so it would now be on us if it's in our hands right now.
This is a chance to solve this peacefully.
Solve the problem,
And
get some backup in case there's any trouble at the vault, and then once they're done, they get to share the loot and they take off. We don't have to sacrifice any of our time, our men, your men fighting them right now. We have to sacrifice people. It actually makes incredible sense. Not trusting them, you've already
everyone,
tried working with them. Like, you already tried trusting them. It would be the same. And we would be there if they try backstabbing or something. We just kill them. No difference.
give me another persuasion at disadvantage. He says, I just don't see the benefit. I mean, so we have to watch our backs, and yes, you could possibly kill them, or maybe they steal it and you miss something, and then we're out of all the reward for our work. He says, I don't see the point. We have the superior numbers. I mean, I have my mercenaries, I have you. Obviously, you were able to take out the Iron Tide. Why would the Blood Hand be an issue? Like, we have a plan.
Not about an issue. You're not. I don't know if you're listening, Mr. Blackwater. We don't want people in this town to get hurt. We have a way to completely avoid that and bypass all this this next week or month of fighting them.
Give me an insight check.
can anyone do it?
I'm gonna say Grinkle on this one. So this would be normal. So you don't think that arguing for saving lives is a good tactic here? While you don't think he wants people to die, you don't think that's what's most important to him. And like you keep saying it to him, but you don't think that's helping. You think you might need it, maybe like it seems like effectiveness is something he is more interested in. Like there should be a good reason why why he should work with them.
Okay, I'm good. If they truly believed that they were going to lose to you, they would have left already and sold the items somewhere far away. But they obviously have a plan at the moment that they believe they can use to win. Which makes this difficult, even though they do know you have superior numbers. Stithel doesn't seem the person to be foolish, so she is plotting something. And
he says, "I know
whilst
they
are
have."
bandits,
Go ahead. Sorry.
so say whilst they are bandits, if they are, and I'm not sure they're the ones that betrayed you in the first place, and I want to show him the note that I discovered and I explained about the fire giant yesterday.
So he looks at the note curiously, thinking for a moment. He says, "You say you found this on those giants you fought?"
Yes.
Interesting. And he kind of pauses a moment as if maybe either recognizes something or is just thinking about something, and then he says, "Well, this is another wrinkle in the situation. Someone else might be involved in all this."
Yeah. And I think they're the real problem.
Yes, if every faction believes that the others have betrayed them, then something more is going on.
Says, or one of them could just be lying. We don't know. They all believe for sure that they didn't, or the Blood Hand didn't betray me in some way. This is who is this Ferdor? He says, "Well, you've seen their numbers. Do you think that taking out the Black Hand and the Blood Hand and securing the item would be difficult? Is that why you think diplomacy is a better route?"
Yes.
Possibly. Being thieves, so we were taken to one of their bases in a discarded place in town. And I don't know if that's where they would keep the amulet. It could be a case of we go to attack them, but they realize and just run away with it. So I don't know if. And then just sell it on the other end of the empire, and that doesn't really help us either. So.
All right.
The Blood Hand
Uh,
was, or the Iron Tide was straightforward. These guys they're smart, they're cunning.
All right. Give me another 2 persuasion checks from the group. People who've been talking.
Well,
Who else is persuasive?
I'm not, but I'll give it a go because I did speak.
I'm. Never mind.
Oh, very good.
There we go.
I speak sense.
All right. So, and you wouldn't be at disadvantage anymore, Grinkle. At least not not right now.
yeah, yeah.
So he. Let's see. What did you just say? Oh yeah, cunning. He says, you do realize if we work with them, we'll have to renegotiate how the vault contents are split, as I don't think Cithril is going to want to work for payment. She's going to
Yes.
want part of what's in the vault.
Well, do you have something in mind?
Yeah, well, what I had in mind was to eliminate them, though now you're telling me it's not not a good idea. And you're fairly certain that a surprise attack from underneath, you don't think you could just take her out or capture her and get what's needed?
Well, the real risk is what would be of the amulet. We
Yeah.
don't have a great way of securing the amulet from them. I mean, we could, I think as far as martial power goes, we could probably kill most of them, but they definitely have precautions set in place if we try to do that. The question would be whether they could run off with the amulet or not. And honestly, I think they could.
I can tell you, when fighting Iron Tide, we even had troubles chasing their scouts in the open. Like we had trouble chasing the scouts if they wanted to run away. The only reason why we defeated Iron Tide is that they were vigorous and they were all for fight and they were not running away from the fight. But the ones that did, we didn't really have much options to chase. Here, if they decide to just wiggle away and run away, it will be very hard to deal with them.
Another possibility, if he was going to do that, is I know the mayor has no love for the Blood Hand either. So I think it's probably a bigger operation than just us attacking from underneath. I think we'd need to close the exits, get the town guard involved to minimize any damage they could do to Char in the meantime.
Alright, give me up to 2 persuasion checks, and I'll say, Kaladin, if you do one of them, you'd have advantage for what you said.
Thank you.
I assume Grinkle's going to be the second one.
Yep. Oh, that's
man,
3. Okay.
You were just, Grinkle's like... He's kind of in a bad mood now. He's like, but what about the people? So Blackwater thinks for a moment. He says, well, these are good points. The Blood Hand have shown themselves to be cunning at times. He says, well, you've given me a bit to think about. I think I'll need to talk to some of my people about this. And again, you are, I assume you are okay with having less spoils from the vault if we do work with them.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, we have discussed this.
He says my my concern is again that the betrayal that happened before, if it was them, I don't know who this Feldor is, or Ferdor, but concerned it could happen again. But there is a lot of danger in not having the attack go well and them escaping with the amulet, indefinitely delaying my trip. And you think you could convince them to do this, to work with us? Because I have
Yeah.
not been in contact with her.
She said if it was possible she would consider it.
All right. Well, give me some time to think on it. In the meantime, it might be a good idea for you to explore those lower halls just to get an idea of a way to get to them in case this doesn't work out. He says, but
Alright.
I'll give you my answer tomorrow.
Okay.
He says, if you're willing to explore below, I can have one of my people show you the way. If not, I don't know. I'm not sure what you were planning to do today besides this.
I'd say the halls are as good as anything. Might as well explore them.
Yeah, we can take a look.
He says,
I will be right back.
Calroon had worked on this a little previously for me. Because you were working with Blackwater, weren't you, Calroon?
Yes, I was, and I was laid off because I wasn't adequate enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Oh.
says,
failed your performance review.
yeah, he failed his performance review. So hopefully, with the help of the group, maybe you can find more success down there, Calroon.
Okay.
I have a mercenary who is actually quite quite studied on some of the old artifacts down there. He looks over and says, Lyra, and a woman who's off reading a book would look up and walk over, smiling to the group. He says, Lyra, these are the Starry Knights. She says, oh yes, I've heard quite about them. It's so good to meet you all. And she gives you a smile. He says, they need to head down into the halls of Tarsus. And she says, yes, of course. I mean, I know that the bodyguards you had with me down there are currently busy in other matters. And he says, well, they wouldn't be necessary. This group is more than capable of defending itself from the dangers. She says, oh, okay. Well, great. I'd be happy to show you the way, if you're all ready.
I believe we are.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a long morning, so let's try.
Have I worked with Lyra before?
You have heard of her. You didn't work directly with her. She was kind of doing other research projects. You're guessing that maybe she got put in your position after you got fired. Maybe he moved her over to work on this. And actually, I'll say Patchwork and Kaladin. With your passive perception, you would notice she has pointy elf ears under her cloak. So you think she is probably either a high elf or a half elf. But she says, well, if you're ready, I can lead you there.
Please do.
All right. So she brings you into a basement area. It looks like she has a key, so she'd unlock it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Since you're going through there.
Does any of you have Pass Without Trace prepared?
Is that in our repertoire at all?
No, I just clang about.
Yeah, I'm just asking because I have it, and so if you want, I can cast it. Just let me know.
Maybe once we get further and we kind of know where we're going, then that might actually.
Yeah,
be...
I
like that spell a lot.
I just wanted to inform you.
Alright, I'm just going to use the party token. So we can, because I assume you're not going to all run off and do your own thing.
No. Am I supposed to be able to see right now?
Not yet. We just need to turn on the lights. Alright, so she leads you through an area. Yeah, it looks like this is the area below Blackwater's house. A bunch of doorways, fairly lit up. Looks almost like some kind of dungeon. Though you are underground, so that would make sense.
Does this seem at all familiar to me, seeing as Patchwork once traveled like from south to north? She must have come through this place on the way to Folkskin.
Through Blackwater's basement?
No, this was wasn't the Halls of Tarsus from the cycle before?
This isn't the Halls of Tarsus. This is Blackwater's
Yeah, but
basement.
never mind. But yeah,
Alright,
I thought we were further in than I thought.
No. So you see what looks like a large stone door over here. And some bars on it, making you think it's some sort of prison room. There is a light inside, and you would hear a coughing, as if there might be someone in prison there. But she just kind of leads you past into the southern room, which appears to be some kind of laboratory. There are a couple of people in here who would just kind of nod to her. And again, Calroon, you've seen this area because you've been working with him.
Yeah.
So she smiles and says, "Now we're going into my favorite room." She opens the door and you enter a library. She immediately looks a lot happier. She says, "Oh, I love spending time here. He's got such a great collection." So she leads you past all the books into a southern room where you would see several mercenaries with crossbows, as well as some constructs. So wait, the mercenaries with crossbows are over here, and there is it looks like a porculus or a porculus that's down. And they're all kind of just watching the hallway beyond. Their crossbows not necessarily at the ready, like to fire, but like leaning up against their legs, like they're just kind of on guard duty. And as she gets
What
close,
are these things?
these are some sort of constructs.
Wow.
Let me see if I
Do they look familiar to me?
here. Do you have a picture of them? No, I don't, but I can get one. Actually, wait, these tokens are no good, so let me delete them and just put new ones on. Okay. So they look like some kind of clockwork constructs. Again, this is nothing new to Calroon, but definitely for those with interest in magic and history, these would be kind of fascinating. They don't look like there's something that Blackwater built. Maybe something he maybe something he took control of in one of his expeditions. But one of the mercenaries sees Lyra coming and kind of gets up and moves over to the I forget what that's called, the turning mechanism on the portcullis. But I'll say two of them walk over and turn it, raising the door up. At which point she walks through and kind of motions for you all to follow.
Did the construct seem familiar to me? Have I seen something like that before?
So you could do an Arcana check. You might know something about them.
12.
12. Probably didn't seem too familiar. It just seemed like some kind of clockwork stone constructs. However,
So
when you
nothing I've seen before.
Probably not. No, not with the 12. Or at least nothing you remember bumping into. So as you get out here, it seems like the architecture is a little bit different. Almost like when they built the house, they excavated into this old tunnel. Looks dwarven to you, Calroon. Very old dwarven, like previous Empire dwarven. More Tharian architecture. Similar.
Does this look familiar?
This, I mean, like I said, the architecture would actually, at this point, the group would recognize, because they've been in a bunch of halls like this in other places. It looks Tharian. But you don't recognize it like you remember walking through here.
Yeah, but Typhon should have seen this style before because she lived in the Tharian Empire for like a few months.
Yeah, so this does look similar to that architecture. Yes, so that would look familiar. But she leads you south to a new area. Which I want to pull up. Alright, so you enter basically kind of like an underground labyrinth of halls.
Alright, I just want to say at this point I'm going to activate my stone cutting, so I have tremor sense.
Gotcha. Alright. Oops. Give me a moment. Alright, so yeah, you enter into this kind of underground labyrinth area. And Lyra would say these old stone halls were part of the previous cycle. The Tharians used them for living in the underground as well as on the surface. The dwarves are very well known for their ability to build colonies in the mountains as well as under the dirt. She says it's quite impressive that it's all still standing. And she would
Agreed.
Yes, the craftsmanship of my ancestors is quite impressive.
She says, yes. Now, I think Blackwater mentioned you had been through these areas before. Do you
Yes, I have.
do you work with him?
I used to work with him. I had since found different employment.
So I can imagine you're working with a famous group of heroes now. That must be quite the change. Says,
Oh, there's never
Amos,
a
you
dull
say.
moment.
You've heard of us before?
says, oh, of course. I mean, the whole town is talking about what you did to help save like all the people in the caravan when you first came, and the like the scraps with the Iron Tide and driving them away. She says you all are quite well known in these areas. She says it's very impressive. I myself am. I mean, I wield the arcane, but my energies are more used for study and discovery. She says I'm not much of a war mage. I mean, I can do some spells to defend myself, but it's definitely not my area of expertise. That's why I have you here to help defend me.
Totally understandable. Glad to hear that our name is being spread.
Actually, what is your renown in the town? Yeah, you guys are pretty well known. Very well known.
So, have these tunnels been almost entirely uncharted?
She says, well, Blackwater had explored them. Well, he's been exploring them for quite some time. I mean, when he first built his house here, I think he tunneled into them. So he's, at least the safe areas, he's mostly mapped out. As we get further in, there could be some dangers. I mean, this place is massive. It's easily the size of Char and probably a little bit bigger, actually.
Wow. Well, where are you leading us to?
Well, the center area is where some of the more interesting things are. I've explored some of the outer parts of it, but I haven't gotten too deep in yet. Blackwater is worried about some of the undead that might be still in existence from the time of the war with Orcus and his forces, and the paladins and clerics of Tarsus. Because apparently there was a great battle down here, at least in the temple area.
I see.
Give me a moment. She'd be giving kind of small talk as she goes down the halls. You can tell she's very nerdy, as she just is nerding out on every little detail of the history of this place, and even like probably talking about different architectural pieces and all that stuff.
This battle against the undead, when exactly did that take place?
Sorry, I just realized I was completely in the wrong area. This is where you started. Alright, let me just reset that other part to not confuse myself. Alright, so you had been going south from there. Go ahead, what were you saying,
Lyra?
Patchwork?
Yeah. This battle against the undead, when exactly did that take place? In what year? What cycle?
So, it was during the 12th cycle. The attack was pretty brutal. It was kind of a sneak attack, and it happened towards the end of the emergent times, right close to when the cataclysm started. It's one of the reasons why it's still infested with undead is because the dwarves didn't have the time to mount any sort of counter-offensive. They were basically driven out by demons and undead and all sorts of dangers. I don't know much about what became of the halls. It's There's a lot of speculation on. I mean, it could still be a demon-infested area, though I haven't seen any evidence of demons kind of looking around the outer areas. So if they are there, I'm hoping they're contained.
That must have happened after I passed through here.
She says, you passed through the halls of Tarsus?
Oh, no, above ground. I was making my way north.
Oh, okay.
But when I passed through this area, that hadn't happened yet, so I was surprised.
She says, I did notice you were Warforged. I didn't really want to comment on it. How old are you?
That is difficult to answer. Well, my body is older than the Therian Empire. I don't know how old exactly.
She says, really?
I don't know how old my mind is because I can't really remember much, but I have been awake for nearly a year in total.
That is fascinating. I will have to pick your brain sometime once we finish what we're doing here. I would love to...
Please do not take me apart. I do not consent.
Figuratively, I imagine.
Oh, yes, of course. No, I just meant talk to you about the things you've experienced. It's, She says to actually see some of this stuff back in the day, I mean, it must be amazing. Or must have been amazing.
Yeah. As always, you only appreciate things once they are gone.
Alright, so as you're moving through the tunnels, you had noticed one of the western tunnels has a light coming from it. She kind of looks over and says, huh, that's odd. No one's supposed to be down here.
What does my tremor sense pick up? Are they 60 feet away?
You don't sense anything moving within 60 feet. Though actually I'll say because it would be a bit of traveling, it would probably be about to wear off. But yeah, you don't sense anything within 60 feet, because you've been walking for a while. She says, okay. It's probably nothing. We should probably just keep going. I mean, maybe someone left a torch on or something. And she would
Should I cast pass without trace now to be safe?
She says, well, we're not right near the halls of Tarsus yet. There could be undead in the area. We've definitely had to fight them before. But undead don't usually have light sources. She says, I'm willing to just keep going if you all are. It's hopefully nothing.
Yeah.
Why are you sure you don't want to just check just to be sure there's nothing with that light?
She says, maybe. I mean, you all are the bodyguards. Do you think it's safe? Do you feel comfortable going over there?
Robert?
Could it be the Blood Hand?
What's the worst that can happen, guys? Let's go.
Alright.
Is it light or just continue past?
We're super strong.
Alright, so you are going to look into this?
Yeah, let's go. Let's check
Apparently.
it out.
You got some time?
I don't like having unknown things under me.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay.
If we run into Blood Hand and this devolves into a battle. God.
So as you get closer, you notice it's starting to get very warm. Lyra says, this is odd. These tunnels are usually all cold. But yeah, the heat is intensifying. Like there's hot air coming from the tunnel. And the light's definitely getting much brighter.
Is it possible that something caught on fire down here?
So I don't see how. These hallways are all empty.
Shouldn't be any organic matter that could burn down here.
Says no, there shouldn't be. I mean, there are some old, like we do find things in the tunnel from time to time, because these were lived-in areas. But I don't know who would start a fire down here. There's no smoke either. All right, so you are going to continue, right?
Yeah, let's go check it out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like there's a crack in the ground and the lava is pouring out or something. If there is something. By the way, are we above Char right now?
You're below
Still?
it.
Oh, I mean below Char, but like we haven't gone past Char, so we're still under the city, right?
Yeah, you would guess you're about 40 to 50 feet below the surface, maybe lower.
Okay.
You're
But
pretty.
yeah,
You're pretty
we need
deep.
to check it out. We need to check it out. There are people above. There are people for whom we are ready to take 33% instead of 50. We might as well save them from something unknown here, right?
There you go.
Yeah. But if there is no smoke, it could be a magical fire, so be careful.
Could be lava or something, right?
Well, if there was lava, there would be smoke.
Alright, give me one moment.
I'm not sure how lava works.
Volcanic activity usually produces some amount of gas or smoke, depending on the kind of volcano it is.
Okay.
If it's a fire, I might be able to help put it out.
The ones that explode produce smoke, the ones that where just lava just pours out peacefully, those emit gas mostly.
Oh, here it is. Alright. So you enter a new area. And up ahead you see what looks like lava. And there is a lot of heat in here.
See?
I'll be.
Give me a moment.
This is smokeless lava. You
Well,
know?
there is
You want-
smoke coming off the lava, but it looks like it's going into some of the caves up above. Like maybe a natural vent area. It's not coming down the hallway, which would make sense why this place isn't filled with smoke. Sorry, I just need to get you all on the map. I guess I could have copy-pasted you from the main page. That might have been smarter. So yeah, up ahead it looks like some lava has cracked out of several of the walls and is flowing into this area. You also notice the floor in that area looks very unstable, at least from here. And these massive hallways go in several directions. So what do you want to do?
Are we standing in the dark now? Because I'm kind of like here everything is dark.
Oh, do you, or who has light sources? Go ahead and mark yourself if you have the light spell or something.
I
Oh no. No.
Because I think
I
it
can't
is-
even see if I have the symbol on me.
You do. So you have your light source. There, that should help.
Oh no,
Thank
finally.
you.
Yeah,
But
let's
you
go
should
check.
see, if you look down the hallway a bit, you should see light up ahead from the lava itself,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Rob will move forward and kind of I'll try to reach the area where the ground starts looking unsafe. And I'll just
Unstable?
look around. Is it safe to walk on, or is it better to take the wall?
I'll follow closely behind to shed light.
Give me an investigation check.
Could it be survival, maybe? Like looking at the ground and seeing how it is, or
So this normally in a cave, but with natural structure, I think it would be more investigation. I'll say
Okay.
perception could also help here.
I'll
I
give
will
it a look.
perceive.
And I'll also let the
That's a
dwarf
good
roll because of
investigation,
the
though.
stonework stuff. Alright. So yeah, this floor definitely looks like it's not doing too well. And in fact, you would see below there's some light coming up. A lava flow may have taken out the support under here and messed up the floor.
Oh, God.
So
You guys, you
definitely,
don't want to fall into that.
yeah. You think this is a very
Oh.
dangerous natural trap.
I think we should try to take the wall because usually places like that are safer near the wall. Would it be correct, from my understanding of how things are structured? I'll also ask Calruin. Do you think it's right? You should be well familiar with how things work in caves. I'm thinking that maybe it will be easier to just follow the wall here. Should be stronger.
Yeah, this part would be pure investigation to try to figure out a safe path.
A bardic.
And someone
Or-
check. Like honestly, guys, I'm not really good at that. Maybe Calrune, can you check how is this?
And you said it was an investigation?
Yeah, to investigate the floor to try to figure out what areas might be
There's a
safer.
safe spot.
All right, just straight investigation roll. I don't.
Like my working hypothesis is that probably here it could be safe because it's near the wall.
Alright. So you're looking closely. You would tend to agree. It looks like the southern wall and actually the path right down the middle here are the two safest ways. Though the southern wall would put you dangerously close to the actual lava. So the middle row here might be the best choice for moving across.
Remind me, how does jumping work again?
You can jump up to your strength score in feet with a running start. So you need at least 10 feet of movement, and then you can jump up to your strength score.
No, I cannot jump far enough. I'll have to.
No, no one. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone here has a 35 strength, so you probably can't just.
Alternate.
leap over this.
Yeah. Alternatively, there is a hallway going north. If we want to check that out first.
Well, I mean, we figured out what the light was. Why do we need to keep going?
Lyra's like looking through all her maps. She says, "I don't remember any reports of lava in this area."
Well, there might be something on the other side of the lava.
Let's do this. I really I trust Calrune that this is the safe spot, but trust but check. Let's this time let's do it this way. I will take a hammer and I will put a couple of pitons into the ground, tie a rope, and I'll try to walk to confirm that this middle thing is safe.
Alright, so like you're tying the rope around your
Waist,
or something.
I'll just give it to some my big furry friends to hold in case I fall. And I will try to move where Calrune said it's safe.
Don't worry, Rob. Your life's in my hand.
Oh,
Alright.
that's what I'm worried about.
Are you sure you don't want me to hold it?
Don't worry, Rob. Your life's in my hand.
So there's some
I
I'm
will-
a big furry guy.
Yeah, I'll hold it. Yeah, I'll hold it.
I'm a big furry guy.
hissing and bubbling from the little lava pool here.
I let go.
Hang on a sec, Rob. So as you are, say, yeah, you get to about there, you would see the lava starting to move a little as a creature comes up from
Rob, watch
underneath.
out.
Give me initiative rolls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who could have thought?
You didn't want to tell us, eh, Lou?
Tell you what.
I had a feeling.
What is
I
it
have
like?
I have some experience with water elementals.
I think this is not the one.
Yes, but it also appeared from a liquid.
Alright, so hopefully you all have your initiatives.
So I'm gonna use my new guy though for this. Like I just made him.
Well, we haven't figured out where your training came from yet. Do you still have your old
Like, do you
sheet?
want me to just? Of course.
All right. Well, why don't we'll discuss. I mean, I guess sure we'll use your new sheet. That's fine. We'll say this encounter has somehow jolted forward your new abilities or something. All right. So the first act is actually going to be another one of these creatures, which raises up from the lava here and is going to fly over this way.
Is it actually flying?
Well, it's like floating above the ground. Actually, let me
Okay,
show you
so
what these
it wouldn't
look like.
it's not really falling, right? So it's like hovering.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
actually, do these fly? Alright, so it is very fast moving. It looks like it's floating, but you don't know if it can actually fly because it is staying above the ground. So it would move to here. And unfortunately, as it touches you, it would set you on fire. Just give me a sec to see what that does again. So you would take 7 points of fire damage and be set ablaze.
What does set ablaze mean? It means I'll keep being hurt.
Yeah, so you're like, you're like getting burned.
Yeah.
You would have to use an action to put yourself out. You're on fire right now.
Here goes my blur.
Yeah. So that is it for the fire elemental, because that's a dash to get out of the lava. Kaladin. So yeah, you see this thing come out of the lava and basically swoop right at Rob, catching him on fire. Looks like it's about to start burning him some more.
Okay. I will attune to the elements and spend a focus point to summon my elemental arms. I will
Your
walk
water
forward.
arms.
Yes. That's within 15 feet, so I will attack.
Alright, so the water arms blast forth from you, I assume whipping over at him.
Yes, and I will try to do cold damage. I want to see if it's vulnerable. So here's first attack.
Alright, so
21.
yeah, 21 will strike it, getting its attention. Dealing
7 damage.
points of cold.
7 cold.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be vulnerable, but it does take the damage.
Okay,
like
and is
steam
this
that
able
comes
to be
out.
grappled? Or is he like unintentional?
Your arms went right through it. You don't think you can grab this thing. It's basically like a fire. It doesn't have a body.
Yeah. Okay, well at least I'm doing full damage, so I'll attack it again. Second attack.
All right.
14.
14. That is going to hit it as well, causing more steam to come out as you deal 13 points of damage.
And I will flurry of blows to do 2 more attacks.
Alright, so 2 more icy arms whip in. Are you doing bludgeoning or cold damage right now?
It's doing cold, it's just displaying bludgeoning.
Okay. So that is going to strike it for another 13. As more steam rushes from where the cold air is striking it.
And the last one?
Yeah, so that is going to hit for another 8. Alright, anything else? You just
That's going to be all for my turn.
Whip this creature. Whip it good. Alright, so from the lava...
He didn't do that.
Didn't do what? Another one of these things is going to emerge. Seems you've woken the hive. Luckily, it uses some movement to come up. Then it is going to move this way with its dash, setting you on fire. Doing 1 point of fire damage.
Did it move past me?
It moved along the south here. It didn't go in for like where it would get oppied. So 1 point of fire damage to you, Kaladin. And that is going to be it. Calroon.
I have a
All
question.
right.
Were we aided today? Did you guys
Yes.
spend those spell slots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
This one right here that's attacking Rob, I am going to cast my cantrip, Ray of Frost.
Oh, but 12 is a little too low versus AC 13, so that is going to shoot past it.
All right.
What else?
Well, what else am I going to do? I'm going to take a couple steps back.
Alright, so you step back, preparing your next spell. Patchwork.
So I have this spell prepared.
Okay.
I would like to cast Create Water. I want to do the 30-foot cube within range to make it rain and extinguish exposed flames. So
Okay.
that would be like along here and along here.
Alright, so that's just an instant effect. You just kind of make a bunch of water pour down.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm making it rain. I want to extinguish
Alright.
my allies and hopefully annoy these things.
Give me 2d6. Roll 2d6 for me.
One moment. D6, 2.
Yeah. Alright, so you extinguish the fires on both of them, and the elementals take 3 cold damage each. As they don't seem to like the water. Shh, bunch of steam's coming off them.
I assume they don't look very happy.
No. Although
Okay.
yeah. They do not look very happy. What else?
5. I'm going to move back here. No, I'll stay here. I'll wait and see what happens.
Alright. Robert.
Okay. Thanks for that extinguishing. Like, whoo, that's good. Steamy. Robert will step here.
Yeah.
And I will attack this elemental.
Alright, so you attack that one. Go ahead. Yeah, 29 would strike with the first attack. So you cut into...
31, I imagine. So yes, I would...
Yeah, sure, I'll say flank.
Wait, sorry. No, sorry guys. I still have my... No. I have to retract that. So it's -4 both attack and damage. Because... No, it's -2 both attack and damage. Because I still had my giant strength.
Oh, okay. So that would be 8 points, as it seems to resist your weapon's damage. It's like slashing at fire.
But I will add d8, so it would be yes, it would be 16 plus 8 more, so it would be
Another 4 damage. Okay.
another 4 damage, and I will use this thing to allow Paladin to move away. Half his movement without provoking an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Alright, so you do a bit of a distraction as Kaladin quickly hops back. Does that take his
And
reaction?
I'm not on fire anymore?
No, the rain puts you out.
Awesome.
Yeah, that does take the reaction.
Okay.
So, all right. What else, Robert?
I'll attack it. Okay, and I'm okay. I see that it was resisting my attack, right?
Yeah, it seems like physical damage. Just it's like attacking fire. It just kind of fluffs through it as you swing your sword.
Damn. Let me think. Is it? Looking at it, does it seem like I would be able to rip it or something, or is it just flowing and? No, I don't believe I can knock it prone, right? It's just a blob of liquid.
Well, you don't have Arcana training, but it just looks like flames. Like it's like just flames flying
Okay, yeah,
around.
I would know. Okay, then I'll just attack it. I'll just attack it once more.
Alright, so you slash at it again. 21 would strike it. Doing another 7.
Try to re-roll it. Yeah, it's 7.
Okay. So yeah, the creature is looking at you now. Both of the fire elementals are.
I'm done.
Okay. So, creature over here, who you first saw, is flying this way. It's going to come over to here. Stop, because it can't get past you without an Oppie, so it is going to try to burn you. So it makes a burn attack. Just puts its flaming just fire towards you as a bunch of like energy blasts at you, almost like a blowtorch. And 18, I think. Alright, so yeah, you throw your shield up, blocking it as you feel your shield heating up. And it does a second one, which you also manage to avoid. Your shield getting all heated up from this. That's it for that creature. And another one springs forth from the fire.
Damn it, how many of those are there? It's getting hot. Robert in the middle of it.
I'm made of wood.
It's gonna fly down this way, but it can't attack this turn because it used its dash. Nil.
I'm made of metal.
I'm actually next. Sorry, I rolled late, but I'm 6.
Alright,
Below the. Sorry, no. Cool. So Grinkle's got a couple new things, so he'll do some of them. And just run. Rob, you're fine. You got it under control, right? Oh, I'm gonna move.
Yeah, I'm good. Take your time. Relax. Bring a marshmallow.
Yeah, to here, I think. And then I'm gonna shoot. I got good line of sight on this back one now, Ailey. The bottom left one.
Yes, you can see that one.
Yeah.
It's got, it would have some cover from this one. But, yeah, other than that.
It does have cover there?
Yeah, the only ones you could hit without cover, right, from your current position would be this guy. Because, like,
If
he's
I move up,
partially...
or can I...
So
he's actually the one
to...
I attacked, right?
You would have to be in this square to not have cover to any of them. Or to not have cover, sorry, to this guy.
Wow. Okay. Okay, well then I'm just gonna shoot the guy in front of me then.
Okay, so you go for the front
But
one.
now we have... Boom. True strike.
Alright.
Well, if I hit, sorry, but also, so this uses charisma now. Ooh.
Alright. So 12 is not going to be enough. Your shot flying over it and say just like hitting the wall over here. Like crap.
And then we'll try to help out Rob a little bit. We'll use my mantle of inspiration, my another new thing. Oops. Oh. HP.
Alright, so Rob.
Or hold on, I rolled a d6 instead of a d8. Fun. 8. Boom. You're welcome.
Are you healing anyone else with this? I
I can do a bunch of people. Sorry. And it's 10th HP.
Oh, okay.
I can do 4. Let's do the 4 up front here. Rob, Kaladin, Patchwork, and Nil. You guys get 8 temp HP.
Okay.
Sorry, how much?
8.
It says 2 times the
Cool.
number rolled, so it'd be 16.
16.
So you all have 16 temp as he yells out some
Nice.
inspiring
Some,
words.
like a little paint. Yeah, with
Or I
a
guess he
little
does
paint
a
show.
paintbrush.
And
Throws a
it's
bunch of
just so good. It's like it looks like a cartoon, like in Moana when they take out the fire thing. It's like a little cartoon of that going, you know.
I would think it'd be more like paint surrounding you to give you temp HP. That's fine. All right.
Okay, yeah, like a wave, and I'll just back up 1.
All right. So Nil, what are you gonna do?
I don't think Fireball's gonna cut it here.
I don't
And,
either.
Rob, if you want, I don't know if you read that, Rob. It says you can move with your reaction, your speed without provoking opportunity attacks if you want it. Sorry, I just read that.
No, I'm
Well, I
good.
guess any of you can. Also, if you'd like, you can use your reaction to move. If
I'm
you
where
want.
I'm where I
Oh, yeah.
wanna be.
Where I
Yeah.
need to be.
I just saw that. Sorry.
That's fine.
Also, I don't want to spend my reaction
Yeah.
unless
I wasn't
someone
sure if you like the heat or not.
mine.
All right. So you cast Spirit Guardians, summoning a bunch of, I assume, holy energy around you.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of stars that orbit around me.
All right.
And I will step forward to here because I don't trust going on the thing.
All right. So they need to make wisdom saves.
Yep.
The first one is going to fail with a +0. So how much damage does that one take? Okay,
Nice.
21 radiant. As the creature is seared with radiant energy. The second one. That one is going to make it, so he takes half, which is 10. Alright, anything else? No.
No, that's it.
Alright, into the new round. So this fire elemental is going to move here, setting you on fire again. For 10 fire damage, then move back. And then he's going to take attacks. First attack, again, you managed to shield the blast of fire. And second one, again, your shield is saving your butt here as you're keeping all this damage at bay. That's going to be it for him. Okay, and you are burning again. Kaladin.
Okay. These things have a lot of health.
Your
I
watery
will,
arms are still all around you.
Yeah, I'll start whipping them towards this one up front.
And when Rob starts burning, he will say, "Ah, god damn it! Maybe a little bit rain again, please."
Hang on, I got
On the way.
the perfect
I will,
meme for this. You
I
use it
will,
every
as a
time this
bonus action.
happens. It's in the main chat. Alright, there you go.
Oh, I have to see this.
That's exactly what it is right now. They're just like burning.
It's like, I'm fine, guys, I'm fine. Ah!
That's gotta be terrifying.
I mean,
I will use my new ability
okay.
from the Eldritch Claw tattoo.
Alright, so that gives you the d6, yeah.
It does. That's my bonus action, and what it looks like is basically like it looks like black ink has like entered in the water arms, and it's like mixing with the water. And I will use my attack action on the one that is right here.
Alright,
So, first
so
attack.
you, 15 will strike it. You whip the fire.
I I have a macro set for the Eldritch mod damage, so that should be correct. And it's cold, and then the
Okay.
extra d6 is force.
So cold damage. So it's going to be 15. And yeah, second attack.
Yep.
Oh wait, that just puts it into a second level of wound. Since the fire starts to burn a little less intense. 13 is its AC, so that just hits. As more cold air strikes it. Smacking it for 10 more points.
And that's that's the end of my turn. Well, I will stand in front of to try to protect him.
So the elemental is going to attempt to move, giving Rob an Oppie if he wants to take it. Oh, 14 would hit. Luckily, you have a flank.
I would hit anyway because it's +3 when doing Oppies.
Oh, yeah, with your blade.
Yep.
It goes from a +1 to a +3. All right.
Plus-
So that's
+3.
an extra 2, right? Because normally it's or is it an extra 1? What's your sword normally? A +1 or +2?
+2, and it becomes +3 when Oppies are made.
Yeah. So then it would be 13, which was 15. All right. So you smack it for 6, stopping its movement. Angered by that.
I get +7 because I've done 13, but it should be 14 because it's so it's
Okay.
7.
So it stops turning around and just unloads on you with all this fire. 22 is going to strike you.
Yep.
Burning you for 8 fire damage. It will then... Let's see. Yeah, it's going to keep trying to burn you. It's not the smartest opponent. Yeah, 23 strikes again. Burning you for another 12. As your shield is now overheating and the fire, like your arm's getting hot and the flames are coming over and you're like, ah, as you're burning from that.
Are you
and from
counting?
being
Are you
on fire.
counting flank for them?
Yeah, I'm flying. Like you're being flanked right now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So that is it for the creature. Unfortunately, ending in your area. It has to make a wisdom save. Fails. So how much damage does it take? 19. Nice rolls. Now, is this an upcast or is it always 3d8? I forget.
It's always 3d8.
3d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the energy sears it, and the fires grow even dimmer now with 3 levels of wound. Calroon.
All right, looking at that same one right here, I am going to cast my cantrip, Toll the Dead. And it's going to be a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
I'm not really good at that.
Alright, so it fails it with a
2d12.
with a 0, no modifier to that.
And then it's going to take 2d12 damage, so it's going to take 18.
It just
Actually,
kind
it
of
sounds like sleigh bells. It sounds like Christmas bells. Whatever.
ding ding
Sorry,
ding.
keep that.
It's very festive for bells of death. Ding dong, ding dong. Alright. So the fire elemental just bursts and leaves a bunch of essence on the ground as it disappears. What else?
Awesome.
I am going to probably go up right here.
Okay. So that is it for you. Patchwork.
So Rob is on fire again, I assume.
Yep.
Then here we go again. Same area. It's 30 by 30, so I should be able to get all of them.
Alright, so you rain down water again, putting out Rob's fire and doing 2d6 damage to the fire elementals.
Yeah. Hopefully also like cooling down his shield.
Yeah, there's a bunch of steam. Alright, nice.
I
So
feel
they
like
each
I'm in
take-
sauna.
Yeah. Alright, so they each take 10 now. Which will drop this one to a second level of wound as he is starting to dim a bit. Give all these guys a first level. Alright, what else?
Alright, I'll do a bonus action. Starry form. I'll do the archer again.
Okay.
So I can make one attack, and I think this one has cover, probably from my ally.
They would all have cover
So I
from
want
you
to-
except for the front one.
Yeah, I want to attack. So I want to attack this one.
Alright, so you blast the easy target. Yeah, 21 would hit. Striking
we
it
go.
with a luminous arrow for 5. Alright.
And I'm going to stand here.
Okay.
Keep standing here. Yeah.
So that is it for you, Robert.
Okay. Robert will. I'll use my bonus action to kind of gather my strength and use second wind.
Alright, so you do a second wind, yeah.
And then I'm gonna dodge.
Alright, you take the dodge action. This one is going to attempt to move, so you get another Oppie if you want to take it.
Yep.
Alright.
Which one is one?
This one, the one that's going.
Oh yeah. This one for sure. I need to.
Alright, yeah, 16 would strike it, doing 7 points, and making it unable to move this turn. So it as well is going to turn around and just blast you with a bunch of flames. Let me check something. Okay. I forgot about that. Alright, yeah, so it blasts you. First attack, 24, is going to strike you.
With disadvantage?
Why does it have disadvantage? Oh, dodging.
Dodge?
So with a dodge, that would be 17, so that is going to miss. So second attack. 22, I think, is going to hit, though.
Yep.
Went from a crit to a 22, so that one is going to strike you. Doing 10 fire. I guess it'll just end its turn there. However, I forgot that it can do this at the end of its turn. So it does a burst of flame, or it's emanating fire basically. So if you end your turn next to it, it burns you a little bit more. So that's another 8 fire. Here, I'll put auras on just so you know the fiery area.
But it's not. But not yet, right? So I have to end my turn next to it after it activated it, right? Or does it always work?
It's at the end of the elemental's turn.
Okay.
It's a new ability from 2024. They gave it an extra thing. So if it's
I
turn,
take 8 as well.
yeah, it's like they're basically bursting with fire. I'll put the.
Okay, so it's
auras
8?
on. Yeah. So the two of you would take 8. Oh, I have to.
Oh,
display
God damn
this.
it! Then I'll be taking it from each of them.
So yeah, I'll make sure I have those auras up. All right, so that's it for that one. And that does set you on fire, I think. But you don't take damage from it This one is gonna fly through you. You're already on fire, so you don't take any more. So it is gonna move to here. So it has to save for your aura, and that would also slow it down.
The previous one, by the way, had to also it ended in Nell's aura.
True, so it would have to do it as well. So the previous one made it save, but what's half damage for the previous one? So 4 to that one. Now what about this one? Because it just entered your aura.
Ooh.
So another... So this one failed, so it takes 6 radiant. And it's going to keep flying with a dash. So 10. And now it's going to provoke an Oppie from you if you want to take it, Nil.
No,
From me as well, right?
Or sorry, yeah, from you as well, Kaladin. So over here it would provoke an Oppie as it kept going.
I will take. I think I
Alright,
miss.
That's going to miss. Go ahead, Kaladin. It would now provoke one from you. Remember to mark yourselves if you use your Oppie.
he's already done his. I'm not using it. My
You're
reaction.
not using it? Alright, so it's going to keep going. Running out of movement around here. So it would set you on fire. You on fire.
Yeah.
And since you just caught fire, it's going to deal some damage to you. 5 points of damage from the being set on fire. And I don't think...
Is that me?
Yeah, you... I think everyone, all 3 or 4 of you. Or no, wait, you were already on fire, Cal, so you wouldn't take that. But
Yeah.
the 3 people who were just set on fire would take that. And I don't...
How much?
5 damage, 5 fire to each of you. And I think if you're already on fire, you don't take the aura damage. Yeah, so if you're already on fire, you don't take the aura damage as well. It would just set you on fire if you're not yet.
Okay, but then I don't. I was on fire, right?
Oh, you
before.
were? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you
Or,
were
or
on...
wasn't I?
I think you were
I think
out
this guy like
because...
stepped into you and then stepped out.
well, no, because then he was put out after with patchwork. Remember?
Yeah.
Starry?
Okay, then I was set on fire. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I think that sets you on fire. But anyway, that's it for this one because he dashed. Grinkle. The only one not on fire right now. Everyone's like,
Over here.
it's burning.
I like it over here.
I like it over here. It's nice.
Do you think these things
Do I
can
need
be
to do a
charged?
con save? Sorry.
Yes, if you were concentrating, that would be a con save. Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead, Grinkle.
We're just gonna shoot. We're just gonna keep shooting people and keeping people alive. We're gonna move a little bit further.
Oh, and sorry, this guy is at 2 levels of will now.
Okay, we're gonna try just hitting this guy now that he's
Alright,
Cal
so
Room.
you
hurting him.
fire at him. That's the damage, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Alright, yeah, so
25.
25 will strike.
And it's also
Sneak
sneak
attack.
attack because Calroon
Yeah.
is next to him, right?
That is correct.
I think that's added.
Um,
though, isn't it?
20. Yeah, I can add it there. The d6. If you look at the damage, there's 1d6 is 4.
Okay, so you shoot him for 11.
With its true strike, it's 20.
And what type of damage does True Strike do?
Radiant.
Can you link True Strike really quick?
Yeah. Did.
Okay. So So what's the D6 on your light crossbow?
Sneak attack.
So
Sneak
that's
attack.
Sneak attack and okay, that's the crossbow damage. That's plus. Is that your? Is the +5 your charisma modifier? Is that what that is?
Yeah, here.
Crossbow
It's
plus
+4
1.
is
plus
charisma,
four
and then
charisma.
damage. My crossbow's +1.
Oh,
so.
+1. Okay. I see. And
Is it just me or is there something weird about it? Shouldn't it be D6 for the crossbow? Wait, or
it's
is it
D8? Light crossbow's D8. I'm trying to
D8
figure out. Does it say? Because you rolled. I'm just trying to figure this out.
It
The
upgrades, I
D6
think.
plus 4. Is that what the 9 is?
Oh, I think on the true strike, it
Does-
also added sneak attack on the
Yeah,
true
that's
strike.
what I'm seeing. There's like a.
So it says 4 damage removed. It says on the true strike it added 4. Or I guess it's the same on both. But...
Does it say? Where does it say on the true strike it does extra damage?
It's when it upscales, like at level 5. It does
Oh,
an
why
extra
isn't it in there?
D6.
Okay, well that's annoying. All right, so you
Yeah,
just
that
have to take 4 out. Okay, so it should be 5 for the true strike. So then that would be 16. All right. It was just adding an extra sneak attack die.
Yep.
All right, so 16 to this guy.
Hey
Yes.
everyone, it's 4:05. I have to go get ready for work now.
All right. Well, we can stop here. I assume that's it for Grinkle.
Yeah, I was just gonna bardic Rob because he's in the middle of everyone.
All right. So Rob, go ahead get your bardic, and let's do MVP votes. We'll pick it up with Nil next time. Alright, it's 2 votes, 3 votes, 4, 5. Alright, it's close, but Rob with 3 votes is the MVP.
Nice.
Congrats. Good work, everyone. Alright, well, yeah, we'll pick it up next time. I'll take some notes, and yeah, everyone have a good week.
Yeah, good game.
Take care, guys.
Very good roleplay. I like it.
Woo!
Bye everyone.
That's great.
Cheers.
I have to take off this not being in a party with chaotic characters.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
It's,
Does this
it's a
seem-
relief.
It's a better fit for you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I thought
get
this
to
group
you.
would be a better fit. Like, it's not like they're super lawful or anything, but they're a lot more.
They have morals.
Yeah, there's more morals. So
Yeah. Yeah, I've started drawing a map, by the way, of
Nice.
the area we're in again, because I was bored and I had time.
I love the new magic item. It's super cool. The elephant claw tattoo.
Yeah. Actually, what does it do? I wasn't there when you found it.
It gives me a generic +1 magic bonus to my unarmed strikes, which is very
Ooh.
good for a monk because I get so many attacks. And
Yeah,
then
that's really good.
I can use a bonus action once per day to activate it, and it's basically like an extra D6 on every attack for like the next minute.
Nice. Yeah, I have started, like, after every session or during every session, writing down kind of Patchwork's thoughts and emotions and things she learns. Kind of like journaling. Yeah, I'm pretending like this, like my document is her journal, kind of.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of what I know this time, at least.
I like how this is playing out. It's very very intriguing. But I do have to go. But good game, guys.
Yeah.
Excited for next week. Good session as always, Lou.
Yeah, glad you had fun. I'll see you then.
Yep.
Bye. Yeah, I'll go too. I have my last exam tomorrow. It's just yeah. I have to prove that I actually know what I wrote about. So it's just talking about it.
Okay.
Well, good night.
Good night. I'll see you
Yeah,
next week.
see you then.
Bye.